Hello folks, I'm Dean with Dean's Woodworking. Welcome to the shop. Y'all come on in and make yourself comfortable. Today, we're gonna work on a jig or, well, to be specific, it's a center finder for wood turners to be able to find the center of larger objects, something like a bowl or larger pieces of wood that you want to find the center on, that the small little center finders that pen makers use just won't quite cut it. So stay tuned. I should walk you through the entire process of making one. Very cheap in materials. Some of the materials are really all of the materials you may have laying around your house. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, what you see laying on the desk here, actually it's a piece of plywood sitting on the lathe, is a metal ruler, a piece of plexiglass, a drill with a 1/8 inch drill bit in it, a pair of dividers, and a Sharpie pen. So what we're going to start off with is we're going to find the center of this, and I'm just going to mark it with the Sharpie pen. Once we have the center marked, we're just going to drill a hole right through that center there. So let's see if we can get this anywhere close hand holding this. With plexiglass, don't force it. Let it go slow. If you start trying to force it, you're going to split it. We don't want to do that. Once we have the hole drilled, we're going to peel off one side of the protective film off of the plexiglass. And I'm going to go ahead and stick another thin little 1/4 inch piece of wood in there. And I have got my divider set at 2 inches. Okay, so what we'll do is we're just going to scribe a 4-inch circle. Once I've done that, then I'm going to go ahead and open these up a 1/2 inch. Let's just lay this down here so you guys can see a little bit better exactly what I'm doing. So right now they're set on 2 inches. I'm just going to go ahead and open it up to 2.5 inch. So where I've got a 4-inch circle there, we're going to do the same thing. And now we've got a 5-inch circle. We're just going to repeat that process, open it up a 1/2 inch each time. Are you guys seeing what's happening here? Each ring is basically a 1/2 inch further out. Now you don't have to be real accurate with this. This is not a precision machined tool. It's basically something to give you an idea to be able to find center. And as you see here, you can make that as big or as small as you want to make it, just simply by how big a piece of plexiglass you use. I kind of messed up there, guys. I was pulling in on that. So we got a mark in the middle there. Better that I should err and you guys see than you err on making yours. So make sure when you do that you're not pulling in on that outside side. It's easy to do. Okay, and we'll open it up. I'm going to go just under a 1/2 inch this time, because I believe, yeah, that's going to be right there on the edge. And so I didn't open it up a full 1/2 inch. Now this is just a piece of wood that just happened to be laying here in the shop, but I just want to give you guys an idea. You see the marks. If I'm coming into my outside mark here, I'm 1 in. And then I can look at my marks this way and decide where I want to position that. Once I've got everything positioned, I can simply take that hole and draw me a point. Now I know exactly where the center of that is going to be. That way, if I want to drill it out to put it on a worm screw, or I just want to find center, a place to put the point for the drive center or the tail center, it's that easy to find it. Now there's one more step in this. I'm going to take it over to the bandsaw and I'm going to make it round. It's not necessary to make it round. As a matter of fact, it'll sit flat over on the shelf just like that. Let's go make it round. So I've got my little homemade circle jig set up here. We're going to put that on there. Go ahead and start the bandsaw up and we'll make this thing round, okay? Folks, that quick, we've got a center finding jig that will let you find the center of almost any piece of wood. This one is just under 11 inches after I cut the circle. You can make it any size you want. One hint, you probably have an old picture frame laying around the house that's got a piece of plexiglass in it. Or you may have a piece of plexiglass laying in your shop. This cost me $6. I went down to the orange box store and bought it even at that price. That's pretty inexpensive for a jig that's going to let you find center of odd shaped size pieces of wood, and I've got several of them in several different sizes. I use them constantly, and I think if you made one for yourself, you would be surprised just how much you might use it. Folks, if you like what you're seeing, please subscribe, share the videos, make sure you ring the bell so that you get notified of new videos that I send out, because I don't want you to miss one. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, and happy turning.